Little is known about Wang Yi's origins, but we can decipher is that she was a member of the Wang family. Which Wang family exactly, I couldn't tell you. Records of the Three Kingdoms states that she is the wife of Zhao Ong and mother of 3 sons and 1 daughter, Zhao Ying. And she and her family lived in Chengdao when Zhao Ong was serving as prefect. He left his wife in charge of the Qi district on his behalf. But soon after his departure, a revolt led by a man named Liang Shuang had arisen, which resulted in the death of 2 of her sons. The sight of their deaths compelled Wang Yi to pull out a blade and hold it to her throat, ready to take her own life. Before she could go through with the act, she noticed her 6-year-old daughter.
If I were to die now and leave you behind, who would raise you? I'm sure people would ignore Qi Shi if she were to be dressed in sullied rags. Perhaps I should do the same.
Out of fear of what might happen to her daughter in her absence, she took drastic measures. She smeared dirt and excrement all over their faces and clothing, and fasted themselves to appear unappealingly thin. This plan worked for about a year until Liang Shuang reconciled with the government powers. Zhao Ong sent an envoy to retrieve his wife and daughter and put them back under his protection. When they were almost at Chengdao, Wang Yi stopped and spoke to her daughter.
If not for your father's messenger, I would have never left that place. Many great mothers took their own lives in horrid ways. When I read about them, I thought such acts were sublime. Why haven't I joined them? It's because I didn't want to die then, because you were there. Now we are close to safety. Now I can leave you and die.
Wang Yi once again attempted suicide via poisoning. It was only by a string of luck that Wang Yi survived due to the nearby public officials having an antidote on hand. The next we see of Wang Yi is during 213 at Liang Province, where she aids her husband's troops at Ji Castle fighting against Ma Chao's forces. There, she handed out personal accessories as rewards to the men and even armed herself with a bow and shot at the attacking soldiers, which raised morale. These actions document her as the only female combatant during this period. However, Ma Chao's forces were able to surround the castle, and Zhao Ong's superior, Wei Kong, considered surrender. Zhao Ong reported this to his wife, who encouraged him to keep fighting with his loyal soldiers and not be swayed by superiors. But by the time Zhao Ong returned to the council, Wei Kong had already started peace talks. Just as Wang Yi predicted, the peace talks broke down, and Wei Kong was killed, with Ma Chao taking Zhao Ong's son, Zhao Yue, as a hostage. Zhao Ong wanted to take the fight to Ma Chao, but was worried about his son's safety.
Loyalty and righteousness are the core virtues a person should possess. Now, we're going to erase our earlier humiliation. What does the loss of one child mean in this important endeavor? If you continue to stall the attack against Ma Chao, I will take my own life first.
Both husband and wife wholeheartedly agreed to attack and forced Ma Chao to flee Hongzhong. Zhao Ong's forces moved to Mount Qi, where they engaged Ma Chao for 30 days until Cao Cao's general, Zhao Yuan and Zhang He arrived as reinforcements. Together, they forced Ma Chao to flee to Nanzhong, where he subsequently executed Zhao Yue. And from there, that's all history has to say. But wait, there's more. Wang Yi is briefly mentioned in Romance of the Three Kingdoms. In the novel, Ma Chao gets revenge on Zhao Ong by slaughtering his family in a fit of rage. The lone survivor, Lady Wang, was with her husband, thus evading death. All events prior go as follows, though. The games not only borrow elements of her character from both sources, but also combine the efforts of Wang Yi and her husband, because in essence, she and Zhao Ong were a team. Zhao Ong ran all of his tactical decisions through his wife, and she put all of her faith in her husband's troops. So even though Lady Wang is the one who ultimately gets represented in the games, her character is actually a combination of both her and her spouse's best qualities, but her backstory is largely borrowed from the novel. The events in Hongzhong place her as a loyal subordinate to Zhao Yuan, along with Zhang He and Guo Huai. She is also grouped with devious characters like Jia Shu and Sima Yi, often playing the instigator. But make no mistake, her ultimate goal is revenge at all costs. She is shown to have a disturbing obsession with finding and personally killing Ma Chao, and would forego orders for that chance. She is also a heavy drinker, sometimes shown drowning her sorrows in a bottle. Wang Yi's design seems to have several different inspirations. The developers have stated that a lot of her visual elements are influenced by the comic book character Spawn, but it is possible that her overall design borrows from Lightning from Final Fantasy XIII. Both share a relatively similar backstory, armor design, hairstyle, temperament, and movements. Wang Yi's weapons in the main series are a pair of Trishula. In-game, she wields these weapons with deadly acrobatics and precision, but what's important are the Trishulas themselves. Trishula are often associated with Hindu Buddhism and are usually portrayed being wielded by Shiva the Destroyer. This fits as a part of Wang Yi's character. As seen in game, she does not simply defeat her enemies, she destroys them. The same can be said for her Ame piercers. The Void Piercer, Phantom Piercer, Dark Piercer, and Immortal Piercer have a very hollow naming convention, and her attacks with these weapons are just as harsh and deadly. Perhaps even more so. Both the Piercers and the Trishula moveset are a reflection of Wang Yi's personality. Her quest for revenge forced her to discard her emotions, leaving her empty, feeling nothing for her enemies' pain. But it doesn't matter what these attacks are called, they look like they hurt. There was clearly a lot of thought put behind the creation of Wang Yi, and she fits right along with the instigators and the forces of Wei. And I don't care what anyone says, she is best yandere. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, because I enjoyed making it. Please leave a like and comment down below, and be sure to check out the other videos on this channel. And I'll see you later to possibly talk about a character who is a bit more uplifting.